Oh So Nande here, and today I am going to be going through the openings of Attack on Titan and giving my ratings of them, and this is entirely my opinion. I've been sitting here reflecting on Attack on Titan, and I really missed the show, even though it's been like some weeks since the last episode played for part 1 of season 4. And I thought it would be really cool if I could go through the openings with you guys and give my ratings of whether I liked it, disliked it, what I thought about it. I was just thinking that part 2 of season 4 is going to be the last opening of Attack on Titan, like ever. It will be the final opening, you know. So sad, so sad. Before I get to the openings of Attack on Titan, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so that you can get notified every time one of my videos come out. You know what? Let's just get right to these openings and I will let you know what I think. Starting with season 1. So for season 1, I think this opening is like my favorite. Honestly, it's like if I had a rating of 1 out of 10, it would be a solid 10. You know, this really captures you, sucks you right in to the show, and you're just like, what is happening in the show? You know, right when everything started. Yeah, season 1's opening is just so powerful and the music is just superb. I love it. I love it. Let's get into season 1 part 2 opening. This is like the anthem song. You know, like you just kind of want to like do one of these, you know, when you hear this. Actually, it's not really like an anthem music. There's a lot of blood all over the place. Yeah. I love it though, I love it. It foreshadows a lot that's going to happen, and a lot of these openings do foreshadow what's going to happen in either that current season or the season after. You know, and just looking back at it, you're like, oh shoot, I remember that part. I remember that part. Oh my god. I like this song though. So cool. Eren and Annie. I like it. So if I were to judge this one, I would say, I would give it like an 8 out of 10, only because if I'm comparing it to the first one, which is probably my favorite, you know, opening, it is not as powerful, but it still speaks a lot to anyone who watches Attack on Titan. You know, it does really capture what the entire season or part 2 of the season is all about, so I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. This is season 2. I have to say, this song is probably one of my favorite songs that goes with the opening. It's just dark, really dark. It's like, you know, like by season 2, it just seems like they're like seasoned veterans, you know? It's like the team has been formed, you know, the team that's gonna last throughout the series, and oh my gosh, yes. Sasageo. This is definitely my favorite song. It's just so fast paced and just like, yeah. Woo! It's awesome. I love this one. I love this one. Okay. This is kind of rivaling the first one, season 1, part 1. So I'm gonna say this one, definitely 10 out of 10. Alright, season 2, part 2. Oh, this is like the friendship one that's like so sad. And I watch it with my son, and this is probably one of his least favorites. But for me, I feel like this opening touches you. Like you just know like their camaraderie, their friendship, like how long they've been through this. You know, everything that they've gone through. Then you have like Levi's backstory and, you know, Historia's backstory, and it's just like everyone is kind of like, it's just so sad. It's just so oh. It's like Eren is no longer that little boy, even though that little boy is still kind of there, you know, but he's no longer, they're no longer kids. They've seen too much, they've done so much, they've killed, they've, you know, they've seen people getting killed in front of them. It's no longer like a sweet thing, even though they're behind the wall, not like their life was that great. So for season 2, part 2, because it is slow, it's not as powerful. I do love it though. Okay, so what would I rate it? I would say it's one of those openings that you can't watch too many times because it's just so sad. So I'm gonna rate it like a 7 out of 10, only because it doesn't have that wow like crazy factor, but it's still like so sweet and so beautiful to watch. All right, so season 3. I love the slow motion of season 3, and the song is just like, it just goes so well with it. You can see it's, you know, part of it, it's in my intro, because I just love that it just really captures that like kind of calm and peace before freaking boulders start getting thrown at people and literally crushing them. Yeah. So it is a slower song, but like this whole dynamic with the slow motion and just, I don't know, it's so captivating. I love it. It's so cool. Kind of reminds me of that Sasageo song too, just a little bit. And I love how it shows like the sea at the end, kind of, and then the, you know, the basement. What's in the basement? So what would I rate season 3? I would say season 3 is just I mean, if you watch the show, you know what happens in season 3, and we're talking baseball. Like it's pretty bad. And so the opening is kind of like the calm before the storm, kind of like slow motion. You don't really realize what's really happening until you watch it, and you're like, oh shoot, it's scary. It's actually kind of scary. So I will give season 3 opening a 10 out of 10 because it's so powerful. You know, that's what I would give it. So let's get into the final season opening. So this opening is a lot different than the others. The colors are all different. You know, the song kind of, it's not particularly like the other songs, you know. There's not too many scenes that you're seeing here. You're not seeing like the characters. You're seeing a lot of like colorful smoke, you know. And there's the army, and it's like colorful, but not particularly colorful because you can't really like see the people. They're like statues, you know, statues falling from the sky, you know, fighting each other, you know. Things being blown up left and right, like not much going on here that you could be like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen, this is what's going on, you know. It's like raining on like, you know, cement statues, and then you have Eren and a bunch of Titans like at the end. So for the final season, I would honestly give it about a 5 out of 10, and that's just my opinion. Some people could really love it. For me, I feel like they could have done more with it because it is the final season. I mean, I expected it to be like amazing, like wow, but it wasn't. So I'm hoping that season 4 part 2 opening is like killer, because I mean the rumbling, come on, like there has to be something about that in there, and like all the cool crazy things that are gonna be happening. So hopefully, you know, keeping our fingers crossed that we got an amazing opening coming when Attack on Titan comes back. But that's it for me today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.